But just, I feel genuinely sorry that if I said that.
Jad,
Sorry.
one statement we have frequently listened from your side that you have said most of the people in the house have two faces. So, and it has been most of the time for Manisha because you felt betrayed at some point of the time in the game. So, what's your take on the entire thing? Like, why did you felt so?
Same
from
goes
Manisha's
with Jiya as well.
side?
Yes, so if you guys noticed, if you observed well, you would see that I stopped saying that 2 weeks ago about the two faces. Why? Because it took me that long to understand the game. I was stupid that I didn't understand the game earlier. If I understood the game earlier, I would have played differently and I would have had two faces. One for the game and one for the show. One for the tasks and the challenges, and one when I'm sitting with my group, with my friends, with them, with every one of them. I would have had two faces too. But because I just had one face, and I was able to spot people like, what the hell? How is she Babu and loving and all over me the whole time, flirting with me, and suddenly in the task, she's against me? How is Abhishek so connected to me and so supportive to me and so a great listener, and I call him a brother, and I push him through, and I always motivate him to work out, and I always push him to challenge himself. How is he against me out of the sudden in the task? So this is why I was saying two faces, but I didn't mean that there are two faces as in bad as they are bad people. Just that I realized late the two face is normal, obviously, and I should have had that two-face thing. I should have had it since the beginning. So I could have maybe played better, and I could have maybe still in the house till now. And it's too late. But
final two questions now.
Okay, so Jad, talking about Devika.
Do you
you
also,
asked me, sorry.
do you also think there was some communication barrier in between the game? Most of the things were not conveyed properly to you as it was shown in the game.
Yeah, the translation sometime, because at some point I felt it's too heavy. Like if somebody's asking me the whole time, what's that? What's it? What did you say? What did they say? It's annoying, and I felt like I was even annoyed from my own self, having to ask for translation the whole time. At some point, I felt like, you know what? Just try to understand as much as you can. Try to pick up words and connect the words to the body language. It was a lot for me to understand, and it's a huge task. Aside of the tasks that I had to go through, and not to hurt anybody, even if I was nominating someone, I was trying to make it sound like an advice more than I was going straight and trying to break them down. Because in many tasks, in many nominating many tasks where we had to nominate someone, I was looking at people nominating each other, and the way the reasons they portray the reason, it was so aggressive. It was so aggressive that the person comes back feeling drained and so disappointed in themselves. So I'm like, no, that's if I have to nominate you, I don't have to have a negative reason to nominate you. I can nominate you, but I'll highlight the recent thing. That's it. I don't go back to where before you were born, pick up stuff from your grandma, and carry it in a luggage and bring it with me to the nomination. I don't have to do that. I don't have to hurt you to nominate you. So it was a lot for me to observe, because when I got to the point where I was nominating people, I felt like, no, I should not be negative about this. I should just tell them, give them an advice of how to flip the switch and change maybe the way they react, or maybe the way they judge each other. So that's how I looked at it.
Okay, so Jad, talking about Babika.
Next question.
Jad, talking about Babika. Your incident happened with Babika, and then afterwards she assassinated Manisha's character. So what is your take on that? What would you like to say on Babika's aggression or behavior?
Look, Babika, I call her baby. She's my baby.
So do you think she's innocent?
She's an innocent